anybody, as Eric's walking over, does anybody want to know any Star Wars gossip about Rogue One? I'm going to tell you all a bit later on, because I know one of the editors from Rogue One who told me a story about somebody who came to watch that Darth Vader scene. I'm sure you all know the one I'm talking about, right? The one where he goes, oh, for God's sake, I'll do it myself. I'm kicking complete butt, but they still get the Death Star plans away. That scene, right? I've got something really exciting to tell you, but even more exciting than that. Have we got his microphone ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are stood at the sides, come and sit down, because we have got Hollywood royalty. He's been in over 500 films, he's been in countless music videos. It's the incredible Eric Roberts! I got double kiss by Eric.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How are you doing? Day 3 at Liverpool, how's it been going?
I've been a lot worse.
And I know that I saw pictures of you going to a certain Beatles museum.
What did I do?
The Beatles museum.
Oh yeah, the Beatles Museum was really cool. You know, it's a real Beatles museum. It's really neat. But at the end of it, when you're in the 70s and you have, John looking his handsomest, it makes all the girls cry. All the girls in the last 3 exhibitions in the museum are all crying.
Really?
Yeah, they're all crying. My wife is crying too. Oh, John.
Has everybody been there? Has anybody been to the Beatles Museum?
Oh, you gotta go. It's so great. No, all BS aside, it's really fantastic. And it's also very affordable.
Cool. Make sure, especially if you're Scouse and you haven't been. I'm sorry, I know.
Hey, Dominic, how's it going, buddy?
He's awesome, isn't he?
That's
The
my
staff
pal.
here are fab.
I wanna understand what this costume is over here.
Which one?
It's all hairy with the horns.
The hairy
Yeah.
one. Can you stand up, please, hairy people?
Yeah.
Sorry, that sounds awful,
What are
doesn't
you?
it?
I know you're around. I get that. What are you? Talk in the microphone.
It's me.
I miss
As in
that
the
movie.
on the notes for saying me.
I miss that movie.
It's Monty Python. We are no longer the knights that say Nick. We are the knights that
Love
say
that.
Yes,
I
Monty
forgive you.
Python. You guys look awesome.
Does anybody have a question? I'll tell you pretty much anything.
He is very, very good.
It can be personal, it can be professional, it can be fantastical, it can be anything. I will find an answer. Wow, we're on TV. I didn't fix my
Yes, we are live on Fight TV.
That was incredibly quick microphone. Very impressed.
Hey, I can do that.
So my question would be,
Do you know who my sister is?
I do know your sister is, yeah.
Do you know who my daughter is?
I know you want to.
You gotta catch up, dude. You gotta catch up. I'm teasing. Go ahead.
So, Eric, if you could play any part, past or present, what would it be?
Well, I've done so much. There's no part I want to play, but a kind of a thing I want to play. I want to play a real hard dichotomy in the opposites. I want to play like a cop who's undercover as a drag queen. So a really tough guy, but he has to go to work. Hi guys, let's blah, that kind of a real dichotomy. Or a surgeon who's a murderer. Opposites. I want to do that kind of thing. Schizophrenic stuff.
I want to see that. Can we talk to Peter and see if he'll write it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's get pitching. Any more questions? I personally want to see that. There's somebody over this side, Damien. The lovely Damien, everybody, with the microphone.
Mr. Roberts, after all that...
First of all, call me Eric, okay? My father was a teacher, so when you hear Mr. Roberts, I think, you're talking to my dad. So call me Eric.
All right, Eric, after all the roles that you've been in, which would you say is your favorite?
Well, I've been in so many movies, for every 100 films, I have a favorite. And that's King of the Gypsies, Star 80, Runaway Train, It's My Party, Love Is a Gun. Those are my favorite movies that I'm in.
Awesome movies. Any more questions?
Yes, we love the front row, double hands up.
Could you please just stand up and step behind the green line? Just to let everybody know, the green line is where we can't really pass because the microphone will give crazy feedback.
I know the microphone.
I
love your costume.
Thank you.
You look cool.
Can I ask you actually about Lost Girl and what it was like playing Hades himself?
Got a great story for you. That was a couple of years ago now, right? Okay. I don't know what happened, but Lost Girl, Suits, and something else all happened at the same time. Now, one takes place in Vancouver, one takes place in Toronto, and one takes place in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I was in that triangle every week I shot, because I was on each of the shows every week. It was horrible. But that woman, what's her name, the star? You know, Lost Girl, the star. I'm blank. That chick was so cool, she made it all work for me. Just because she was so gracious and cool. Like, how you feel, little crisp, aren't you? And she put lines in me. It was so great. And that experience with her was forever memorable because of her behavior. She was a princess. And she, my wife and I were always beat to hell. And she was always the greatest hostess I ever met. That was the easiest hardship I ever had as an actor.
Any more questions for Eric? Oh, we've got another one at the front end. Can you just walk back to lovely Damien, please? Thank you.
Thanks for asking that question. I love that girl. What's her name? The Lost Girl star, guys.
Right,
Who's the girl that starred in
remember.
Lost Girl?
Emily
What?
Blunt. Emily Blunt.
No, it's not her. That's wrong. No. That's
Google,
not her name.
please.
We love Emily Blunt, but she's a comedian. Go ahead.
Hi Eric, what was your fondest memory of playing the Master and Doctor Who?
The day I got the part, because they offered me the part, I said no. And they said, why won't you play the part? I said, because it's too campy, it's too silly. I don't want to be in that, you know. They said, well, what do we have to do to get you to play it? I said, you don't let me play it real. They said, what is real? I said, you know, he has a runny nose, runny mouth, he drools, he grows, he's nasty. And they said, go ahead, do that. So then I said, I get to play the Master real. And so, you know, that was the happiest moment I had on that show, is I get to do this. And I had a great time. I had a great time doing this movie.
I think it's noticeable through the performance as well, isn't it? When you can see it in somebody, you can tell that they're really enjoying it.
Well, I'm a child. I'm a child at heart, so.
Hi, would you ever consider redoing another Best of the Best movie with maybe some of the original cast? Where are they now? Maybe looking back on previous years going back.
Well, the first Best of the Best was an epic thing. It worked on every level. Emotionally, artistically, sports-wise, it worked. That movie works on every level. Best of Best 2 is kind of a fun action film. Best of Best 3 or 4 are home movies about karate that are bad. So, you know, the franchise are kind of over the cliff with 3 and 4 being so bad. So we can't revive it. I mean, it would be like, you know, trying to blow air into a dead horse. Why would you do that? But thanks for knowing those movies.
Any more questions? Oh, just what is that noise? Is it
Somebody's
R2D2?
playing games.
We'll come back to you. But Damien, there's another one over here after
That's
this
an
one.
R2D2 noise. There he is. R2D2.
Ah, yes. I can see him now.
Yes.
Morning, Eric. How's it going, mate? Very good, thank you. Really nice to see you again. I've seen you yesterday too. Quite short, actually. I wanted to ask you even yesterday. I remember the Specialist movie. I wanted to ask you about the dynamic with, well, Sylvester Stallone, Sharon Stone. I mean, the cast first and foremost, and the archetype of the negative villain. That was amazing. So, I wanted to ask you about that stuff. How you got on with the actors themselves, where that was a great atmosphere.
That was not really a Sly Stallone movie. Sly was in that movie, but you know, The Expendables is all Sly Stallone. He wrote, directed, he starred. But this movie, The Specialist, was a studio movie that he was a star in. He and Sharon Stone were co-stars. He was so mean to Sharon. I'm telling on you, Sly. He was so mean to Sharon every day. He would say like, "Hey, flat ass, how you doing?" There are children here, excuse me. Hey, flat so-and-so, how you doing? And she would, you know, and they would have these little bickering arguments just before the camera rolled. It was really funny. He picked on her incessantly. And I came to really become a real fan of hers as a person. She's cool. Sharon Stone is cool. And a good actor. She's a great actor, man. We had fun together. And the only kind of, we're all so close, we all talk so much. Rod Steiger played my father. And one day we're by the pool, and me and Rod and Jimmy Woods are hanging out by the pool. Rod has on his boxer shorts, getting a tan. And all these extras. Rod's not working, so he comes out half naked to the pool while we're shooting. Anyway, the second AD told Rod he'd have to leave, and then she stopped, and she's talking to Sly, and Sly goes back in the dressing room, and Rod overhears what Sly said to her, and it was this: "Told the extras to come look at me." So when Sly comes back out, Rod Steiger stands up and goes, "Everybody, don't look at Sly. Do not look at Sly. He doesn't want to be looked at." So Sly is, hey, that's not funny, Rod. It's not funny. Hey, Eric, you told him to say that? So it was that kind of set, to answer your question. It was really sweet. It was really fun. We all teased each other, and we had a great time. And we made a really good movie. I love that movie. That's a cool movie. And I love how I die in that film. Thanks for the question.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, dude, how's it going?
Talking about sex and...
I don't talk about sex in public.
movie sex. You seem like a really, really down-to-earth guy that maybe has done a few pranks in his time. On the set of Best of the Best, did you ever pull pranks on any of your castmates or the others play pranks on each other?
Yeah, maybe. What are you talking about?
Can we hear about it?
We're awful to each other. We're just awful. We put like Vaseline on the ropes, so when you grab a rope, you fall down. You know, we were awful to each other. We didn't shit. We just said to each other, it's unforgivable. Because, you know, we're all martial artists. We're all very young men. We all thought we were incredible athletes. We were not, but we thought we were. And we're always showing off, so we always tried to undermine each other. And probably the funniest thing, not to get long-winded, was on the ropes in the ring, we put Vaseline, so when you grabbed the rope, you'd fall down because it was so slippery. And we see people fall down all day long, and nobody ever caught on to the fact that Vaseline on the ropes. Nobody would put it together. Just keep falling down. And you have to be there to really. Now, it wasn't my idea, but I was part of the execution. It was not my idea, no. I'm not that smart, dude. I wouldn't think of that. It's so funny.
I'd like to be on set with you. I think there was a gentleman down here who had a question, Damien. Do you still want to answer?
Yeah.
If you could just stand behind the green line, if that's okay. Sorry. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How did you get involved with the Expendables?
Sly said, "Hey, Eric, want to make a movie?" They said, "Yeah, dude, what's up? You're going to play the bad guy."
I love this slide. Anybody else? Oh, you look awesome.
Wow, that's a lot of work to come to work like that.
You seem so very happy, but if you were offered two roles in one movie, one's the good guy, one's the bad guy, who would you rather be?
Well, I would take the bad guy just like that, because bad guys get the best clothes, they get the best cars, they get their chicks with the most bosom, they usually get to die. You get all the stuff that's fun to do, you get to do it. Good guys have to behave. Sometimes, you know, they go wounded. No, I'm okay, go ahead. No, that's good. Bad guys, oh, they get shot. Oh man, I've been shot. He shot me, man. I mean, it's so much fun to play a bad guy.
What bad guy out of history would you want to play, if you could play any?
That's such a
It's such a cool question, and I really have to come up with an answer to that one. I think, well, here's how I think. I don't have a direct answer for that, but here's how I think. I told my wife, I want us to do a TV series. I want you to play the first woman president. I'll play her husband, and the series is called First Man. This is before the Moon movie came out. First Man. She goes, that sounds cool, but what's the story? So the story is, well, you're the president, I'm first man. Everywhere we go, art vanishes. I'm an art thief. Hey, cool, huh? What does the audience think?
What did your wife think?
My wife thinks I'm crazy.
I think it could work. I think it could work.
First man, he steals the art.
Any more questions? Sorry. Anybody got any burning desires? Oh, there's one more over here, Damien.
This has to be our last question, just so everybody knows what we're doing. Yes, sir.
Hi, Eric. I'm just wondering again, considering that you've been on recent TV shows like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Suits, I'm just wondering, what is the set conditions like with the cast and everything on those shows?
They're all like families. All hit shows are hit shows because everybody gets along and the audiences like it. If one of those things is not true, it's not going to run. If it's running, it's because everybody's getting along and everybody likes the show. So it's like a family unit. Everybody's happy. Everybody knows each other. Everybody knows what each other likes and dislikes. It's all understood and it's all comfortable.
That's definitely
Thanks for having me, guys.
Isn't it, in the performance, everybody? And Eric Roberts, you can do better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Hollywood royalty here! And he's just sat over there. If you want to see him today, make sure that you do go over. Such an awesome guy. I fist pumped him twice.
Do you make that move? Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the conga over by the.
Oh my god, it's so scary.
Over there. Can Daleks conga?
The polite ones do.
So scary.
Scary.